hands until we begin to learn what is in the next Minecraft update. And boy, let me tell you, it is
Hello
exciting.
And welcome to Minecraft Live 2020. I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios. We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love, and celebrate all of you, our incredible Minecraft community. It won't all be easy. You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of we're gonna tell you right now.
Oh yeah, it's interesting they used the same set as last year, I think. But it doesn't matter. What matters
Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hello.
is this.
Let's do this.
So,
I don't recognize the guy on the right, but Lady
the
Agnes.
next update is
World's
the
cutest
update
Minecraft
that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
See, now right now, they just announced a cave update, but if you try to tell anyone about that,
seriously,
it's
like,
gonna sound
I'm
fake,
so
right?
excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about like, when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. Like, this is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
Great. Like,
What do you guys reckon?
it's
Cave
so good.
update?
So, we have been working on this
Maybe
update
they're
for
joking.
quite
We
long,
don't know
and
for
we're like,
sure.
we can't wait
I'll
to
believe
tell
it when I see it in
everyone.
UK.
And now we just announced it.
I don't.
So
It's
we're actually
amazing.
getting our first live look at some reactions.
Oh,
That's very cute.
so cute.
Oh look, all the mobs are enjoying
Those
it. See,
mobs
they
are
know
very,
that this is what
very
people want. They are like so aware.
This year we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question
The
definitely
chat is
feels
going
like
wild
something
for a cave
everyone
update.
wants
I
to
am
know.
loving this.
Mi
This is
pregunta
amazing.
es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Why has it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So, since this update really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we don't want to rush it. But now we feel it's the right time. Like we have spent the time we need to really like understand the vision we
Show
have
us the
for the
caves.
update and also
Show
make
us
sure
the
that we
caves.
understand what the community
I won't
actually
believe you till there are
wants.
caves in
And
my
we've
eyes.
also like planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this and like as epic update as possible. And we have also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years.
Oh, it's King B Dog.
One of the first mods I work on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that added sky islands and stuff.
crazy that
and
he's doing this
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
Went from
So
modder
happy to
to
have you.
developer to now like
We have another
showing off the
creator
cave
question.
update. I made
Hi,
jokes that
I'm
being
Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to
The
make
Mad
sure that
Lads
we have
did
something
it.
for everyone, because we have such a huge
Mad Lads
community,
did
and
it.
it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we
Show
really
us the
wanted this
caves.
update to have
Show
something
us the
for everyone.
caves.
So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into
Yes.
an update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we prioritize between different features, and also when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all
Caves.
about the spectacular mountains, the snowier snow, and the mischievous goats. Because at last year's live, the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise. So we
It
actually
is.
wanted to have it
It
as a
is.
pillar.
Yeah, and another pillar that we actually integrated into this was adding strategy to mining. So of course Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted
I've
to see
been
if we could
saying
push that
this
just a
for
little bit
years.
further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about adding variation to the underground and contrast and inspire players to craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes. And
Cave
one of them
biomes!
is the lush caves.
Cave biomes. Biomes for caves. You said I was a madman. You said you couldn't have stacked biomes. You said that oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Show me the cave. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a spectator. What do you know? Man, those new, see, this is just like a cave covered in vegetation, and then that vegetation is super cool, but it seems like a low-level cave or high-level cave. I wonder if you see, cave biomes stacked on top of cave biomes or not. Or if it's just, one underground biome above another one. Because, you're seeing, some oranges, you're seeing some...
It's so beautiful. It doesn't feel cave-like.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you're in a lush cave? And we wanted to be so you feel very tiny inside a big garden or big forest. So when you look up, it's actually vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer, because in his paintings it's always, or often at least, a tiny character, and then it's huge forest, and you see the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree that was actually above on the overworld, and this is
The
called an
spore
azalea
blossom?
tree. So it's a unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for
New
players.
tree?
And if you
Ooh.
actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
That's cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's
There
so
is
awesome. And it's
So many
the lush
features in
caves
just
have a
this
real
one type of
glow
cave.
to them.
I
From
wonder
all
how
the
many we'll
plants.
get.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glowberries on them, and these are actually
Glowberries.
You can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
See, they're real. They're not just me
And
misunderstanding the
another
stream.
plant we actually have
Glowberries
is
are
the
very
drip
real.
leaf plant, and you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else, and they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just,
It's like old
continue
sugarcane.
platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves.
That's really cool. I think like parkour update
It's
is
so
something we don't
beautiful
think
in there.
about.
And
but
there's
we
actually
made it
a
better.
mob coming to the lush caves.
I don't know how often you'll use
There
it,
is,
but you did
but
really
we
well.
will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
This is
Sneaky.
so
the
much.
first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and
It was a
towards the
trick.
end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves,
My
but we wanted to make
God.
sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes
The
and the
big
sizes you could
caves
get.
we've all dreamed
And
of.
even here, you can see that
Finally
there's
get
some water underground.
Yes. So
That's-
we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get
Man, this
naturally
looks
generated
so beautiful.
waterfalls,
This
which
is
so
my
pretty.
dreams coming true right
And
here.
it also
Giant
can
caves,
give,
you
like,
know,
new
giant
ways to
caves. Look at the
traverse
size of these
the
things.
underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah,
That's
so you'll
rough.
see in a bit that
Cave.
our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfalls. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is
Oh,
that you can
that
see that a
just
lot of
seems
the
like
ores
fun.
were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the like normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because, for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate, in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern. And
Imagine that
creates
size thing in a
completely
lush
different
cave.
atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really going to have lots of variation on the ground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables for how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And whenever I think about the idea of a
Oh my
cave
God.
update, the image of stalagmites and
Stalagmites
stalactites
and
comes into my head.
stalactites.
But adding
Maybe
these
here.
are pretty difficult. It's a very unique shape that
You all said
Minecraft
I was
isn't really
unrealistic,
accustomed to.
but-
But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this. So you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down.
Do you think they'll get hurt
And
when they
also,
fall on it?
unfortunately
Oh.
for this zombie here, if you
Instant
fall
death.
on these dripstones, you will get hurt.
Or zombie.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that, like, from the stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you
Isn't
remember
water
which is
incredibly renewable
stalactites
right now?
and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof, and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The C in stalactite means it goes on the
All of
ceiling.
us.
For a long time, like even.
And you have
Got it.
something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're
Hey.
not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when
It's
you
like
place
wireless
or destroy a
redstone.
block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now.
What does wool occlusion even mean?
And
Oh,
as you
so
can
it knows
see
when you're
here,
nearby,
I
it knows
walked
when
next
something's
to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool
you
block
can
in between the piston, which
literally
prevents
wireless
the signal
redstone.
from going to the skulk sensor.
Literally
This can allow
wireless
you to even
redstone.
do
That
sort
is
of
insane.
directional skulk sensors where you can put wall blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Now what are you going to rant about, says
And
Katie?
another thing, we had a bit of a happy
What am I gonna
accident
rant?
with this because we realized that we get
More
wireless
caves.
redstone thanks to
Wait,
the
is this
skulk
really going to
sensor.
work? Oh my
Yes.
god.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait,
Whoa.
we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And
That is going to...
well, you can just build
Low
so many cool things
redstone.
with that. It's gonna be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this like feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is, and this is a very scary mob, and it
It's
lives in
goats.
the deepest
It's
of
goats.
the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark
dark goats.
place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft, and that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So, if you aren't very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary, they're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
The warden. Man, is that a new Minecraft track? This is perfectly spooky. Also, what's this block? Everything in this is new. Everything we're looking at right now is brand new. Candles? Oh, there's a mob that can play around the light level. Spooky. This is so surreal. My brain can't comprehend all of this. Also, thank you, Charlie Cubes, and to keeping. So he's got a little base. He's throwing. Oh, the snowball's making noise. Oh, because he's only attracted to sound, not. Oh my god, that is bizarre. I will say. Oh no! Oh Christ! It's like a horror movie. Okay, you can't detect where a bow attack came from, right? Okay, no, it's all good. You just gotta. Oh man! Oh lord, this is a genuinely terrifying. Oh no! Okay, you can escape. Oh, 6.5 hearts when he has full armor. Jeez. 2-hit KO with full diamond or netherite armor. That is
a very different mob. I'm really excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, you know, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so
nailed
it's
it.
very powerful. You definitely want to watch that up. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the Warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, you know, 10 years later.
Yeah. But that will be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like it's almost cute, but also
that
really,
thing would
really
one-hit KO
terrifying.
you
How did
if
you
didn't have
decide?
armor on.
We actually
Instant
worked
death.
a lot on how does scariness look in Minecraft, because we wanted to be very scary and we didn't want to take
Friends
away
of
from
bunnies.
scariness, but we felt
Do you
let's
read that?
add some derpiness to it, so it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has
Amazing.
character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Tweets.
Oh,
That's awesome.
okay, that's amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets. So, it's lovely. It's like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like this and an update like this, and we just love this game and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show.
More
Now
cave
let's head over
update.
to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Boo Booey.
They
I hear he has a first
legitimately made
look
the
at
same
something
mistake.
you all voted into the game last year.
She is the host of this event, and that proves how hard it is for the name to stay straight.
Hello,
Okay.
Minecrafters of the world. I'm Boo Booey, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Oh, no.
Hey Minecraft community, it's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft The Island. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you'll enjoy the sequel, Minecraft The Mountain, where our character leaves the island and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers another castaway, and together the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome! Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update.
Hey, the goats are goatier than
They're
before.
both mischievous and adorable.
You see that?
At the same time.
You see that?
As you can see, they live on the mountains, and if you aren't careful, they might knock you off. They also have excellent jumping skills.
Oh
We'll
man,
also
that is
get
cute.
better mountain generation with spectacular and more
I don't know if they're gonna have a
dramatic
point, but-
mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also have a new block called powder snow.
Show us what
which
you
will
mean
be a
by
kind
snowy
of trap
snow.
block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Bees and moonblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual
So,
mountain?
what are you
They
guys
are
voting for?
animated.
Please let me know in the chat.
Isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
The
Sure
glow
you
is
do.
glowing.
Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk, must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting. They're so tiny, and they're so susceptible to distraction. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how... Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Oh, okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But, okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio?
Fair enough.
Now,
They're getting
let's
better at
go
humor.
over how you can be a part of what is
Not great, but
likely
better.
to be an epic showdown. Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes. First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you
Get a
know
Twitter
when the
account.
voting starts.
Get one.
Then
Right
you'll
now.
need to go to the Minecraft
man in the
Twitter
hat
account
says
to
so.
find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
So, you guys playing
My
Minecraft
name is
though?
Yesenia Cisneros, and I'm the gameplay
Sign up for a
producer
Twitter
for
account
Minecraft
right now.
Earth.
Get ready to vote.
I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you, our amazing community. It's been so fun seeing what you've been doing with the game. I've seen lots of creation shared each week, and I wish I were that creative. I mean, wow. While everyone has been discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home. My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy moobloom, that
That
is
seems
amazing.
really low, actually.
I've
Only
also
5
been
million?
completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I hear they're going to make quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into Vanilla. How cool is that? Now, I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for, but what I am saying is one of these mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest, so choose wisely. In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added Slime Ball and Slime Blocks. With that, I'm super excited to let you know that we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you make with blocks, items, and now redstone contraptions. Our friends Mumbo Jumbo and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth road trip and made their own awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Hello everyone, my name's Mumbo, this is my friend Grian, and this is my 1974 VW bus. There's no air conditioning, there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering.
There's no seatbelt.
I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you would usually expect to find in a car these days.
We are
This is fun that they got YouTubers to do the
segment.
segment.
England,
That's-
going from the
that's
south
A+.
coast up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van, this is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all, but we just really wanted to go to them, so we did. Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Dude.
Sorry. Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Sorry, Josh.
And real life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle, there we go, there's our sand block.
All in all though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
That's
Wow,
promo
it
goes
looks
both
like Mumbo
ways.
Jumbo and Grian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series called How We Make Minecraft, which honestly feels sort of risky. And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about the
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
How can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know a cactus that's prickly, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Everyone just starts panicking.
Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018, the Taiga won your vote with fantastic foxes. Last year, it was the mountains with our soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years. So I decided to make my own versions of our 3 mob choices. Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months. Each. Anyway, All the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moo Bloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from
New
Minecraft
flower
Earth,
type.
the Glow Squid. As the tiny trio will surely attest, they sure are distracting to look at. The first voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account. Make sure you're logged in, go to the poll right now, and click the mob you want to win. We'll check back in before we start the second and final poll. Now, though,
While you're there,
I'd
follow
like
out
to
IDX,
welcome
click it,
Laura to my desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever,
Oh, it's not actually
Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Maybe they gave it
Very
extra
excited
seconds
that you're
to
here.
already.
Nice.
So, what do you do at Mojang Studios?
I am a game designer, which means I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are. So I'm sorry about that one. You can blame me for that.
I think people will blame you for that.
That's okay.
While I have you here on the stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Iceologer, my team will kill me. So, but it's an amazing mob. It brings a lot of fun to Dungeons, and I think it will bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Okay. I figured you would say that, but I had to ask. So tell me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive Teams call and like sharing streams with each other and sharing videos and comments from players, and it was very good. It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing from the release?
I think it was how people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe that we like got close to the end and it was like, nope. Well, time to be blown up by more creepers.
I know she's British,
They
but what is this
absolutely
accent?
hate you, this creepers. Oh yeah, Tom, you're welcome to join actually.
Oh, I'm covering the flag again. I'm sorry, Japan.
So the Village Merchant, a really cool merchant, simple, straightforward items, and definitely a nice addition to the game. A good replacement for the Wandering Trader. Now let's go check in with our friend the Blacksmith here. This is definitely something that I'm looking forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
Pô, tem que matar o maguinho. Ai, morri. Galera, me ajuda. Calma aí, eu vou te ressuscitar. Calma aí, eu vou dar cover aqui. Que isso, da vizinha já tá me ressuscitando.
Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here.
Väldigt bra! Ah! Hazmat suit! Hör du? Vänta tills jag har min raket du! Du ska få spö då! Nu jäklar ska ni få spö! Skya!
Stop killing the pandas, you monster! Stop killing the pandas!
Tell me, chat, do you think this is Australian or New Zealand?
The villager's right there. You are free, villager.
You must find the caravan of other villagers.
Ooh, I got invisibility potion.
What is that?
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에. 자, 크리퍼까지 깼고 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤 광산? 여기 거의 끝판대장급 아니야? Holy smokes! Boom! You right?
Yeah. I put my Oh, look! There's a pig.
What
Kill the pig! Get the pig!
Oh no!
Red!
Backwards, no! Oh god!
That looks so fun.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
Yes, I hope so at least.
But this week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month it's been a crazy month. Like we haven't stopped doing things, I feel. We released first the Creeping Winter together with our new merchants and the new daily trials, which was awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so fun. I really like that. And this week we just launched in China, so now we get to welcome our Chinese friends to the community, and I am super happy about that.
That's really exciting. Well, now we have a question from the community for you.
Right.
ということで私から質問です。マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。
It's so nice to hear
今後
Minecraft Dungeons in
どのようなコン
Japanese,
テン
right?
ツがリリースされるのでしょうか。
Minecraft
ぜひ教えてください。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, he kind of snuck 2 questions into that.
Yes, but they were great questions, and thank you for sending them. Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard on making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere, but players are so smart, they found it so fast. So if you haven't played the mushroom level, go check it out, because it's very fun.
And the second question?
Right. So that's what we are here to talk about today. We're going to talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have 4 members of the Dungeons team with us. Here's Mariana at the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, they're going to show off how it's
Here's Chris
cross-playable now.
at the PC.
That's what they're going to do. That's clever.
Here's David at the PlayStation 4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about. So people can play together from everywhere.
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our first look at
What
the
do you reckon,
mountains
friends?
biome.
Getting you
Coming
excited
to
about dungeons?
Already I see a goat
Or
right
you
there.
just-
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
cute.
we were so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to dungeons, and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons, so we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Why is there a bee?
Wind
Oh,
is
it's
a
a
mechanic that
companion
we're going to explore a lot in the mountains missions. And the players will be both challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful.
I
But
keep
at the
thinking
same
the
time,
noises
you'll
of
be able
crying
to use
babies
it to
and
solve
like-
puzzles,
Oh.
push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. What is this we're looking at?
Right, so yeah, our mountains biomes are so tall that the player will need to find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna be full of like these little contraptions all around.
That seems like a really
It's actually looking
fun
pretty cool.
mechanic.
It's actually
Yes.
looking pretty cool.
Yeah, the goats are all around, and you need to be careful with them.
Yeah, I saw them attack.
Yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes, leave the goats alone. That's very important. And as you'll see in a bit, the iceologers that you can find in this mission and in all the mountains missions are very ready for the weather. So they are wearing their little cozy clothes, and they're wind resistant, which means that while the player will be challenged by the wind, the iceologers won't.
Oh, what are these?
These are new mobs called the wind callers, and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to Minecraft Dungeons. That's another Minecraft mob that we get to welcome. They're quite sturdy.
What do the wind callers do?
Right, the wind callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run away, because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
Yeah, this actually
Well, they're
looks
doing a
like something
pretty
I
good
want to
job
play,
against
which has been a while since I've been able to sit
Our
out at dungeons,
adventurers
you know?
are strong.
Looks like they've actually started playing around. New
Three
mechanics, new
Ravagers.
mobs.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so far, I can see that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh, that was an iceologer. I wanted to say, like, that's my favorite mob, but you know, it
But
went
it
too
didn't stay
fast.
around too long.
Yes.
All right, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like,
But I think we
It's
can
not-
let
you know,
our
it's,
adventurers deal with the rabbits.
it's actually like brand new.
Not
The first two
very well.
DLCs were really not the most intriguing things.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, by the way,
all
the
of this,
poll is
you
live
also
now. The
have
mod
a
vote is
new
open.
Game mode coming.
Wait, let me.
Yeah, the
Let me
game
show you
mode is
this.
coming very soon, and it's going to be for all the players for free, and that's called Apocalypse Plus, which means that we're making the game just
Wait, how I'm going to show you
harder
this.
a bit at a time. Yeah.
When you
we're
call
excited.
something apocalypse, it sounds
Is this gonna
very
work?
hard.
I'm not sure this
Yeah,
is
and
gonna work.
Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully
There is
players
a mob
get to
vote.
find
Go
new
to twitter.com/Minecraft.
challenges, and we found different ways to tweak the balance so the challenge is different every
Let's just
time.
zoom in.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're
No.
working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress.
There's been 590,000 votes
But yeah, I
for
think
the
we
next
should
mob.
look at the video.
What are you guys voting for?
I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm not even gonna. There's 12 minutes left to vote, and there's already been 600,000 votes. Jesus. I wanna show you this again. I'm gonna cast my vote live. Do you guys wanna? Democracy is important, friends. So you see this? It's free choices. What are we gonna vote for? I'm not voting for the Isolager because I know he's the favorite. So I'm gonna vote for Moobloom because you know what? It's a cute mob. At this point, they're free mobs with no function. Let's vote for the cute one, am I right? Let's all, okay, let's. You wanna see this vote happen live? Moobloom. Moobloom is sitting at 28.2. Glow Squid is actually winning, Jesus. Friends, we might actually have a Glow Squid in the game. If enough people like me with the Moobloom switch over. I'm never voting for a hostile mob when I have the option of a squid that just glows.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios
I'm sorry,
is
friends.
Minecraft
This is how it's
Education
gonna be.
Edition. Students around the world are able to learn in exciting and interactive ways using the game as a learning-based platform. Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are able to collaborate, learn, and share together. Minecraft has always been a way to connect people, and we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition being used in remote learning. When you're in the game, you don't have to feel so far away from your classmates. From creating graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first day orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups, we've seen students and teachers using the game in incredible ways. Today, we're launching our first ever Minecraft Education Edition Global Challenge for students around the world to build a better world with us.
Over the past few months, we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of Barcelona. But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build healthy spaces for humans and animals to coexist together. What will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer in the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build Challenge, I'd build a series of underwater tubes so we could transport things without disturbing the aquatic life.
Hello everyone, I'm OMG Chad, and if I were to design a build for the Global Championship, I would make a house with a habitat for my cats on top, and I would call it a Habicat.
どうもこんにちは、カーボンです。僕だったら日本っぽい建築で勝負したい。
Hola, nosotros somos los hermanos Leo y si estuviéramos participando en la dinámica mundial de Minecraft construiríamos una
Oh, they had to blur out the logo
habitación del
on
entorno
a
para que
shirt.
los animales no se
I find that
queden donde
hilarious.
participa.
Design and build your own solution in Minecraft
It's so
Education
dumb.
Edition.
Why did people
For
do
the
that?
chance to win mine coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The championship opens today.
You can register today and download the Championship World Template. We can't wait to see your amazing ideas, and Jens and I can't wait to see the winner on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some amazing educators on a new series about diversity and inclusion coming this fall.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of Minecraft lessons that will help people explore topics of social justice, equity, identity, and tolerance. The first of these lessons is called Good Trouble, and it's based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about social justice from across the world and through time, from Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft
Notice,
community,
by the way, my glass is
we
empty.
commemorated
Can't
Juneteenth
go
with
refill it, though, 'cause
contributions
Minecon
to
Live's
the Black
happening.
Lives
If
Matter
only I had a
Global
bigger
Network
glass.
Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative,
Guess
and the
what? I do have a bigger
NAACP
glass.
Legal Defense Fund. We're proud
Oh,
to
yeah.
continue supporting
I got a
organizations
tub.
that fight for
A
equity and
spooky
equality
tub
in the world by
filled with
making an
water.
additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund.
Tasty.
This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world. Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft
Why is
update
the game
segment,
talking
but
about
not to worry.
politics?
You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Hey, Jeb, sir.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our products, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone's so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book, a Minecraft game design book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for Vanilla in particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely. So one of these guiding
actual
principles
Minecraft
it maybe sounds obvious, but that is it's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever, and you trigger one TNT, and of course that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time. And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone, let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going, and then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy paste or make templates and such, then it would be a little bit harder to collaborate. And also Minecraft is a lot about the journey to create your massive castle or whatever. But so it's important to we retain that feeling.
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
你会加入更多天气或者自然灾害到我的世界中吗？像是暴风雪或者是大雾天气。
我的学姐的中国玩家大家好，感谢你的提问。
Wow, yes.
Yes, the Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles, that bad things happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
Yes,
technically
in the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning the wither, or a player was nearby, such as when a creeper explodes. So whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are either actively taking part of that or have a way to prevent it from happening. And an earthquake or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours building.
But there's definitely a few I can think of that maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases, like Endermen can grab a block and maybe
damn straight.
From redstone,
Someone's saying it.
Or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden. But there's also the worst thing is, of course, lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have a plan for that.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update that I wanted to help where I can. But I don't want to, since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfway and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands-off. But recently I've, of course, also been working a little bit on making combat
1 minute left on the mod bot.
That leads us to another community question.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Yes, that's an excellent question.
The vote has been
we currently have a problem that on the two different editions of the game, there are different combat mechanics or combat systems.
It's over.
That's bad both
the glow squid and the iceology are moving on.
Have to take
it's going to be one of those two mobs. I'm sorry.
Also bad for the community that wants to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity. But I still want to make sure that we make a system that is kind of fits with the building, that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works both good in both player versus environment. That means adventuring and players versus player. And I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard. And when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger. And we also want to improve touch, like the touch experience. So it's a lot to do.
But you said you weren't working on feature development. But
yeah, it's
you
true.
are working on combat?
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar. But in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content updates. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said you
yes,
don't want to do.
Yes, and they will have to carry it over the finish line. Yes.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about Alex and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes,
yeah, we did.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, we did.
And just like I said, like my job gets easier because everyone's so talented, and just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing Super Smash Brothers fighter.
Did you guys watch that, by the way? It was incredible. Like the way there's like actual TNT and redstone and stuff inside Smash. Hey, we're gonna see it now, actually.
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター、空の桜井正宏です。スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前に特別放送をお届けしたのですが、見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方はぜひご覧ください。スマブラであることを忘れるぐらい、マインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきます。スティーブがマリオと戦う。
That's right. They had to redesign the whole game to get like blocks to work and everything. It's insane.
ピンクやカービィやソニックやロックマンやクラウドやリュウなど有名キャラクターとの共演が楽しめます。そして私も、マインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの、発表を楽しみにしています。それでは。
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here. You have a sort of famous saying within the office, which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. And why do you think that?
I like that saying.
I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
But yes, I think Minecraft unleashes people's creativity and helps them collaborate, but also teaches them things like geometry, languages, and maths. So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged in building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, Jens. Thanks. I mean, I think I feel so privileged to work on Minecraft because of all the amazing things that people do with it, from Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block, which is our partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
Well, there's still people up in arms about the political comments from earlier. Oh, now they're showing Kosovo. I love this place. Oh, that's gonna go down well with
but it has not always
certain region of Europe.
Well, before the area felt very cold and unsafe. Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods.
I mentioned this had happened, by the way.
Kosovo has been impacted by years of conflict, and in those situations, we often see communities divided and public spaces neglected.
Never thought I'd see a day that Minecraft had a stance on
little kids like me could help out with to make the city a better
Kosovo
place.
Serbia dispute.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
It was very fun.
You hear that? Minecraft says Kosovo exists,
to be able to help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local architects and city planners, and later that year, construction started.
I've been drinking a lot of water. I need to use the bathroom. It's not that I dislike Kosovo.
It's been 5 years since we participated in the program, and the street since then has become more developed and is now more frequented than before. It seemed kind of unbelievable that this was made with Minecraft. So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me.
It's unbelievable that we were able to make reality what was once only an idea in our computer screen.
Finally, decision makers have changed their perspective because maybe they realize that we can make a change.
In a democracy, you want the people who live in that community to be asked about what's going to happen in that community. So this is a perfect example. The community was asked, the community decided, the community designed, and the community is using it.
I'm probably going to be like really happy and be like, hey friends, I made this. I walk here almost every day, and every time I see it and I see a lot of people spending time here, it's a very gratifying feeling.
I just hope it will become real as soon as possible. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
I came up with a skate park idea and some trees surrounding the park.
It is possible to change the world and make your dreams come true.
like I was being heard, and being heard and listened to is one of the best feelings that you could feel.
It's true, friends. I mean, when I got a cave update, it felt like I was being heard and listened to.
I actually was able to go
One
to
of the best feelings
Kosovo
in
at
the
the
world.
start of that project, and it's just amazing to see the transformation using Minecraft.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes.
Jens, you must have seen a lot of amazing things because you're about to hit your 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I've had so much fun working on Minecraft. But of course, I'm also a Minecraft player, and we're all like with the community, and in the end, it's really the players and the community that gives everything its purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And from myself as part of the community, I just want to say, like, thank you for the 10 years and all that you've done.
More cave
for
update stuff's
Minecraft.
happening at
It's
the
made
end,
a
by the
huge
way,
difference in my life, and I think many people watching right now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jens. Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe since then you've been wondering about what it would be like to attend a Nether ballet. Wonder no more. Our friends at Element Animation will dance us through all the new Nether features.
I actually like the, I think they've done some good stuff. I think they've done some weird stuff too, but let's watch. So it's now the glow squid or the isolager.
Results of the first round of voting are in. The round which determined which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round. And it was intense. But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell
Please
to
burn
the
it.
poor Moobloom.
Please burn it right now.
Then forget it
Okay,
ever
close
existed, because it's time to vote again. We are now down to the isolager
Chat,
and the
isolager
glow squid.
or
And
glow
in the
squid?
first round, they were quite close.
Which one?
I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Moobloom will go. If you missed the first round of voting, make sure you get in on this one. It determines which one of these two makes it into Minecraft. I know who I'll be voting for. The final voting poll is live now. This is your chance to
Chat,
have a
whoever
say
yells
in what
loudest, I'll
goes
vote for
into
your mob.
Minecraft. So don't leave yourself
I want the glow
out.
squid a
Log
little
into Twitter
more,
and
but I'm
go vote.
so, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, squid that are squiddier than before. Oh, so exciting.
Hello, I'm Quinn, head of the Marketplace Partner Program, and I'm joined by two
Hey, I know
of my
that guy.
favorite people. How about you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Fanny. I'm a
He's the reason I got my
creator
marketplace
systems
to do
team. I'm working with
Good guy.
those create tools for our creator community. And
you guys
some
read
of them
that
are very
name?
visible, and we're going to talk about them later. Some others are more behind the scenes and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the schedule command that is coming out soon.
Chat is telling me to vote for the glow
I'm a
squid,
developer
so
in the engine team.
what am I gonna
and
do?
We've been responsible for a lot of the
People just pay me
modding
money
type
to vote for the glow
capabilities that
squid.
have come to Bedrock
I am
over the
willing
last
to
couple
change
of
my
years.
vote for money. That is
That's
what I
super cool.
want.
So your teams help make creator tools for all of our incredible marketplace partners all around the world to help make content for you.
So, people who voted Isolager, as you can see, $5 super chat for Isolager. But we got a $10 super chat for Glow Squid, and a $15 for Glow Squid, so I'm sorry friends. What's the man gonna do? How can I choose?
I'm Beanie from Zombini, and I run a small studio based in California. We create lots of marketplace content, and I've been making tutorials for the last 7 years to teach others how to make their own Minecraft skins.
People who like the squid are more generous, so I like you. I'm gonna vote for it. We're gonna do it right now. Let's go.
Magandang umaga, Minecraft Live. My name is Mark from Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
Wait, these guys are based in the UK?
Evergreen Games, and we are 38 people working here in England.
38? Jesus Christ.
Hi Minecraft Live, this is Lizcraft, and we hope you like our stuff on the marketplace.
Yeah, I got a $20 super chat for the glow squid. I think you get
Minecraft Live.
the money likes glow squid more, and I like money more.
From
Like
Pixels, and we are super excited about the new updates.
My assistant just gave me the middle finger for
Eu
that.
sou o Gabriel, diretor da Item Studios, e a gente tem cerca de 100 participantes da nossa equipe. Somos todos brasileiros.
Oh, I got a $50 super chat for Isolodrome. Come on now. What do I do?
I'm Vicky, also known as Geeky
My principle of
Pixels from
follow the money has
Studios,
changed
and
now.
I get to spend my days making content and working with awesome people.
All the people in the UK did their shots in nature, and it's like, is that where you work? Is that where you make your marketplace maps? Because I make mine. And...
For Minecraft, and we are 20 people working here in Israel. Shalom.
Okay, I work with the GoeCraft people, GeoEcraft. I didn't know they were Israeli, even though we've had a lot of conversations and like worked together and a lot of
And
stuff.
the best part is all these features can be used by all creators. So what do you have to show us today?
Yeah, so for the last couple of
Oh,
years,
I got
we've been doing a lot
$100
of
for
work
glow
with
squid
the
now.
entities in the game. So this time we've doubled down.
This was a
and
joke,
got it so
guys.
that we focused on
But
items
okay,
and blocks.
let's go to it is again.
So as part of that, I made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities.
Everyone vote for the glow squid.
So
if you don't
over
vote
the
for the
summer,
glow squid, you don't
Everyone
understand.
at Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home. So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact, you can place the seeds, use the crops.
Glow
These are kind
squid,
of growing.
glow
We got
squid.
a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got two now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, I've made them work like the sweet berry bush, where you can just right-click on them. But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to make them as something you can throw. So Conan and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless, or sort of harmless.
Yeah, totally harmless.
Yeah.
You knocked me into the lava.
It was mostly by
I
accident.
can't decide who I want to vote for, says Baby Carrot. Glow
But
squid.
tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well. And
Oh, no, wait,
if
they say-
if they rot for too long, you get a
we got
little rotten
169
tomato
on
monster that can spawn
Isology
from
now.
it.
Everyone
So,
vote for the
let's flame him off
Isology.
here.
I've suddenly decided that I care about that
But
significantly
yeah, he
more.
throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm gonna get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
Yeah, I agree with you on this
Yeah.
one. So all these
healthy.
It's true, they are pretty healthy.
Everyone vote
so
for the
with all of
Isology.
these new custom crops,
suddenly
creators
decided
can go and
that
make
I-
some really cool kind of like farming
big
style
fan of the
maps.
Isology.
Oh, definitely. So like, I think crops
I
are a
mean,
great example of
drop
showing off
slice
how
on
they
you.
all can kind
What
of
more
come
is
together.
there to
'Cause you
love?
get the items that you can get there. Normally you would eat the item, but or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired. from
Seven.
things
Okay,
like
the
a
poll
tick
is now
event.
live.
So as
You
that
got
event is
17
fired, you can
minutes.
make the block run through multiple
make your
stages of
decision.
growth. And eventually get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another it's an interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tom, it's so cute. It's
Yeah.
not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens. So now instead of also in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventurous maps.
Yeah, like for example, the little adventure that we can show you where we were going to the desert and then we found this mysterious golden skull. And
they have
also
revealed
an
1.17, it's a cave update, and more is coming up in the show.
So we decided
There's a few people
to place
asking.
our golden skull over there and see what happens.
Everyone vote for the Isolager.
Yes. We
bribed
have
a lot
a
of money to tell you
mountain
that
that is
fact.
hollow, and as the
Wow, I
brave
love the
warriors that we
Isolager
are,
so
we
much,
went
guys.
exploring, and obviously we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off. I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same.
This might be a really
formats
close
that we've
vote.
been
I'm seeing
using
it
for
really
the
close to
entities,
50-50
so the same tools
Isolager
that people
close,
have been
but-
using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue.
Yeah, it's almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
It's so nice.
I was like, that makes it super easy because I've definitely been in an adventure map and I lost the key on accident, and then I had to go and try and fix that.
Yes.
And then when you place the skull, there was a lot going on in the background.
Like there's 3 features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that one. And then you can help players convey something like there's an earthquake going on, or maybe something is about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new cool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
You get a dinosaur steps.
Yes. The second one that we noticed
Okay, I can't resist anymore. I'm gonna vote.
Structures. You can now
You know
place
what?
them using commands.
I'm going to do
whereas
what Americans
before, you had
apparently
to
do
be
every
using
single
a
year.
structure block,
And I'm
which
going
is
to
more
vote for the thing I don't
complicated
want to
and
because someone on the internet
time-consuming.
told me
You can do it
to.
much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple
let's
of
do
effects.
this.
One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to
I
just
actually can't
achieve
see
very
them.
cool
I hope I'm
effects.
hitting the right one,
Yeah, I can
right?
see like creators, using those to add just another
Oh,
level of polish.
I
to
think
their
Squid's
world.
going to win.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize those.
I don't know how
slogans.
that's happened.
Yeah, well, the desert theme.
Well, the
it
glow
felt
squid is
appropriate to
slightly
bring them
ahead
back.
by
They've
5%
always been one of
with
my
550,000
personal
votes
favorite
in.
custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, well, after watching that video for so
Vote
long, I ended
Isolager.
up having a nightmare about having to rescue my mom from
Really?
some like aliens riding scorpions. It was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
It was creepy and funny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through it, but I'm pretty awful at parkour. So it took a few tries to get a clean run through. But at the beginning here, it's a pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping, but we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of, even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure they know what to do here. So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. Make it up. So to get teleported to the next section, kind of make it along and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the chests have useful things in them. So we got a Blockinator. And we'll throw that across and get a little platform. Now I can make this jump. Even I can make that jump. And we got the hot dog, or the cyber dog, and float up. But it poisoned me, so I needed to use the antidote to rescue me there. Make it across and get through here. Now we got a wall in the way, so let's see what tool we have to get through the wall.
We are currently sitting at 47
Insta presto.
versus
Get through
52.
there.
You gotta vote now.
Keep going along.
If you don't vote now, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
And
Actually, not.
Our last obstacle here.
You can't really
see the
regret glow
teleport
squid.
pad,
They just
but
exist.
I can't quite get to it, but that
No one
shaft up
regrets
above looks
boxes.
promising, along with the ladder. So let's go up, see what we get here. Fall down, and block breaks. I can get to the teleporter, and Fanny's already there.
You made
Of course. Yeah, finally.
Wow, that's super
86
cool.
times.
I love the just
pretty
the
good.
aesthetic of that too, as well, like all the art and things. So those teleport blocks, those seem like a really cool way to add like another level of immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah, with data-driven items and blocks, we get so many new events that you can act on. Like, for example, in the case of the teleporters, you can step on it and then an event will trigger and you can react in so many ways. You can add particles, or in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the next area.
That's awesome. And I love the Slaminator, the Blockinator, and the Magic Wand. I've never seen items do that before.
Yeah, so that's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the event and the fill command, right, to replace the blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so it's just small little simple things you can combine in lots of different ways
Yeah.
to get a wide variety of results.
And even that Blockinator allowed you to make that jump.
Yes.
And then I also saw that there was, messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example of custom food in there, but in addition to just satisfying hunger like a food normally does, you can add and remove mob effects. So we had the Cyber Dog that gave 3 effects, the levitation, nausea, and poison. And then we had the Antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them. So unlike a bucket of milk that removes all mob effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
Yeah, and then it seemed like you got, after you used that, or after you used the magic wand to get to that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but there was something else that was going on there.
Oh yeah, so there is the block that was in my way. So we made it so that another one of these events, similar to the on step on, is we also have an on fall on. So in this case, it was just an on fall on, and you can set what distance you want the event to trigger. So you have to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that. And when you land on it, we then break the block, similar to what like the tomato plant and other things that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and it seemed like it took you quite a few tries to make it through, but Danny was able to do it first try.
Yes, unlike others, 86 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one new feature that we have is that on raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores. Like in this case, we were tracking how many times Mayor was dying.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming onto the stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools and new features that are coming out. And with these new features, there's going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
Oh yeah, the summer, I think it's like a November update or something like that.
GDL will not be held responsible in the event of
Bedrock
a likely
thing.
death.
You excited? Team Bedrock? Bedrock boys.
Your descent will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Is that Glide? Oh no, why'd you... You got me. There was a part of me that's like, no way, are they doing it?
We know you've waited a long
So
time
sad.
for this update, and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were
More
awesome,
cave update,
it's
you
time
say?
for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and the Cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Hey.
How does it feel?
It's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Yes.
Wireless redstone.
Oh yeah,
forward.
yes. There will be so many cool things you can build with that, and the warden. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
It's so cool.
Nir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year. But honestly, I'm not
Oh, that's
completely
Ulrach.
sure how that happened.
I've never seen him in real life.
Joining Mojang, I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that, I got to work on some of those things, so it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like he takes kids from areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft, and sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk, so Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? And it was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, I know all the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes and I, and we both were like, we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
It's so beautiful.
Amazing.
Absolutely
It's amazing.
beautiful. So in this update, you've been really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, so there are even more things to show. And in the things we showed so far, it's a lot about like improving the journey underground, but of course we also want to add like new things to find, like new resources, and one of them are crystals.
Crystals? Hey, crystal caves. Wow. I know that's like added sound effects, but can you imagine a cave like having this sound to it? Ding ding ding.
They're so beautiful.
Yes, that the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing, that's so, it's
like
incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode, it's like mystical.
4 minutes left to vote for
they're
your
so pretty. And
the next mob coming to
about,
Minecraft.
like, what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft?
4 minutes
and
to vote
one
between the
thing
ice
is,
soldier and the
they
glow
should
stick.
have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. But the other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be quite rare, so when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical, because they're just beautiful. And you know, when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Yeah, it's just, we talked before about the pillar of Underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place.
This guy gets it.
I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about finding all of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
So this is such a bizarre feature because it's like the Optifine thing inside of the game. The only questions I have about it though is like, if it only works while it's in inventory, and it does this whole circle thing, it's like, you know, snipers in Call of Duty and something. Like, how often are people gonna want to use it?
That is amazing.
I hope often.
It's
I hope
such a
often,
useful
but
item.
I don't think so.
Super cool. And the cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more, and that's also a new thing that we added.
Oh, copper, right? Is it? Hey, it is. So, oh, wow. Do you want to know a fun fact? The Statue of Liberty is made from copper, and even though it's like green now,
it's copper.
It used to be orange. Like,
That's amazing.
Like
Yes, it's new ore. And you saw the copper ore in the video, And a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper. And then you see some stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine. And then you find another copper ore. And you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And like they really add so much to mining.
I wonder what the difference between like
it's
our
so interesting
current
because
veins
it's
are
kind of
and
like
things.
following a trace when you mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah,
strategy to
Amazing.
mining.
And you've
Clap,
personally
clap,
wanted
clap.
copper
Yes,
in the
they
game.
get it. They get it.
Since you start, maybe before you started.
Yeah, you mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times, but yes. So I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here, and we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well.
Hey,
so,
wait.
You know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green, and it's something. I think it's so cool because it actually adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all
How
green.
long are
and then
they
you know that
talking
that
about
house
here?
has been there for a really long time.
Weeks of Minecraft time. That's cool. It happens randomly. At some point, your copper will start to like, I don't know if rust is the term, but like age. And so your orange actually, oh maybe it's the rain that does it more actually. But look, oh that's actually a huge amount of time, like several, you know, a whole real day.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Something redstone related, that's my guess. 'Cause it's copper, right? It's wiring.
Jens talked a bit before
why people steal
about
it.
these design principles that we have in Minecraft. And one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me,
Right.
it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof fully built of wool.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
but
we think it's some fires.
yeah, so to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
Lightning rod. Now, I think this is cool that they're like fixing one of the big flaws in like, you know, everything you do is your own thing. Now you can have lightning deliberately strike a certain place, which also means it's easier to get charged creepers if you don't want to use the trident. And there's probably a few other benefits, right? And probably just looks cool on your copper roof ass. But still,
That
nice,
is
right?
very useful
That's
for
fun.
all the wool roofs out there.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that happened to a lot of our players. Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with my partner.
Glow
and,
Squid is
it was
officially
so
won, by the
peaceful,
way.
and we went out
Glow
and we were like,
Squid
looking
is
at
the next
animals,
mob
collecting a few animals
being
to our
added to
base,
Minecraft.
and we came back and our house was gone. And I was quite confused, because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no endermen, so what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wood roof.
Good.
Will be perfect.
Good.
Now, you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So, as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because
listening.
we want to have like a
I'm
good
listening.
gameplay solution. We want it to be balanced,
Oh.
and we
Oh.
actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
Bundles. Wait, okay, so you get a little bundle, and then you can throw items in it, kind of like a shulker box, except Oh, it's a single stack instead of a 27 stacks. Ah, but you can mix and match. So it actually holds more items than the shulker box if the items are one of a kind. Yeah, there is a way that the bundle is better than the shulker box. Oh, and you can have lots of them. Ah, like a flower bundle. Ah, yeah, it's like how you use shulker boxes in the late game. They're giving like an early game version of that, which is fun.
Bundles.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such
Essential
an
for a
elegant
K-pop
solution
thing,
as
right?
well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like, this lot just has 2 flowers. This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundles
They get me.
is that you
They
can
get
place
me.
many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take those 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle. It's great.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really gonna be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper, and then you can give it to your friend.
That's so cool. We've talked so much today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have
Chat's
a very
really
close
torn on whether they like
collaboration
it or
with our
not.
team,
I think it's
and
cool. I think it's cool.
great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once the sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that it's gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look is amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding. I love it.
I make the pixel art of the block, and usually when I create a block texture for a new rock type, it's going to be a lot.
Have we never seen
I'm going to
Japan
make 50
before now?
iterations of one block because I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like pour a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting new mob.
Inside and outside
This
the box.
new mob
So you're thinking
will
everywhere.
be the cutest predator ever existed in Minecraft.
This update is incredible. Like people have been waiting for this for so long, and we're finally going to do it.
I hope that the community is really, really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they're excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the different jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers, and we all, like across the show, there's so many different types of roles that people have.
Put 27 bundles
it's really
in a
awesome
shulker
to
box.
interact with all those
Ah,
roles
yeah,
and
yeah,
have a
you
lot
could
of
do that.
back and
That's
forth.
clever.
We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place, and specifically working with the art team is amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the hair and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrate it into our prototype process, and actually I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites.
Okay, I'm confused.
So you come to one of these ancient
You can brush
structures, and you
gravel.
can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may
Whoa.
have collapsed in those structures.
Whoa.
And sometimes you might even find something shiny inside them. But, and this is important, if you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever.
High stakes.
But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example,
It's
here
there.
we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides of the archaeology.
This is so
Because
bizarre.
We often talk about that we want to deepen the
A
mystery
use
in
for
Minecraft.
gravel. Exactly.
And when you
A real
find
use.
hidden artifacts,
Make
you
gravel
can
relevant again.
find like connections and hints.
This is actually
And
pretty cool,
we
yeah.
will never tell the full story, but these will inspire the players to tell their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to preserve whatever was down here, and he can compare what we found with
I'm so
whatever
torn.
new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see
Here we
those
go.
pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah.
So you've got to
It's
make
also
your own
very
story up.
creative with these new pots because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly, and when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up,
So
and
confused.
you have your own painted clay pot.
Pretty. So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it didn't say programmer art isn't
Yeah, this
pretty.
feels weird.
You know, the
I
problem
think
is
right
the
now I'm
artists
not
are
like.
way too good.
Yeah.
Right? They just make us
I don't know.
look
I love the idea, but I'm not seeing the execution
Archaeology
makes me
is
like.
amazing.
hyped.
I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
I'm
It's a new
so
structure.
excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been, honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists, and actually we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels very sad, but we're almost out of time. But we've been hinting at a new mob like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you gonna tell us about
Show
it
us-
now, please?
show it.
Now we're gonna
to
tell
us.
you. It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
Come on, show it to us. Axolotls. I wonder if they're only in lush caves or if they're like everywhere in caves. This is some loud walking. Jesus. Oh, look at these fellas. Aren't they just adorable? I don't know what they do, but I guess I don't really care. Minecraft Axolotl _
I
bucket.
feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like.
Cute.
It's so adorable.
That is adorable.
Axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have purpose, and it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes,
this right now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that. So that's also a good thing.
Like with the bees.
Yes, like with the bees last year, for example. But yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
I didn't think
Cutie in a bucket.
That is just so cute. I don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute.
Cutie in a bucket.
So when you're walking around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
There's so many people being like, oh, this looks so modded. And it's like, man, everyone says that about every update. It's not a unique comment. And it's only true because it's new. Bizarre things are gonna look modded. Right? Like, unless it looks exactly like something that already exists, you're gonna say it looks modded. But that doesn't mean that it is. Also, whoa, they
And
work
now
with
I
you.
see why you're calling them the cutest predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various. Well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back health and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperative with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like a dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest heights of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We had this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is like super scary and challenging.
I guess we can't forget our little goat in there.
Oh.
It's kind of the in-between.
Right. Yeah, we shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's in between.
That's a
It is
bizarre-
still very cute, but in between.
Bizarre
No one can be as
little
cute as
combination of
axolotl.
mobs.
No, I don't
When you
think
add in the
so.
glow squid,
Before
it's
we
like
tell everyone the winner of
underwater.
the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
Yeah. Honestly, that cave generation alone gets me going, you know? Oh yeah. Give me the caves. Give them to me, Mojang. I really love the cave system. I love the vein system. And I think those two features alone, I'm happy. You could not update anything else. I'm already hyped about this update. But then there's so many little sub variations, and that's just what we know so far, right? Like that's insane. That was the worst way to show creator tools. That was just a guy doing bad parkour. Axolotl bucket. Oh yeah, make that armor.
Before we get to our bomb vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. when are we gonna get the caves and the cliffs update?
That's a good question. So we plan to release it summer 2021.
Summer 2021.
And this actually is really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always has so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Amazing. And the community decided on a new mob that will enter the game. So which one of you gets to do the honors today?
So I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean.
Chat is not happy about her in 2021.
You should open it. You should announce me.
Chat is not happy.
Can I look first?
Yeah. You're gonna know before everyone else.
It's the glow squid!
Glow squid's coming to Minecraft. I would be happy, but someone paid me not to be.
I guess
so.
everyone was mesmerized
Ooh,
by the
glow
glow
squid.
not just the tiny ones.
No,
I
wow.
was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes, like I didn't expect it at all, but it's great. And glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like
Exactly.
the atmosphere.
They fit this update so well.
Like it will be. Imagine it's all dark in the caves, and then you see the glow squids swimming around. It will be so good.
Beautiful. Can they be friends with the axolotls?
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The axolotls might actually attack them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to
I really
get
hope
work
it's not
on
just
all
a
of the
squid.
things that we've shown in the show.
I
For all
really
of you
hope.
watching, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
I think that's the end. There's probably some like post-show stuff, but that is 1.17. Wait, real quick. Madison! I have my assistant here. I wanna have a quick discussion while we do this. Let's do this. Let's talk 1.17. So, cave update. Big bueno. Could have said almost anything after that. Wouldn't have made it any worse. Tell me about the cave update. Tell me your thoughts. I'm still streaming, by the way. Just, do you not want to be? You know what? You can do it off camera. It's all good. So this.
I look terrible.
You always look terrible.
I know.
Okay,
I always
don't
look
worry.
terrible. I mean, the cave update, I kind of like had heard about it before it was announced, and it was hard to keep it a secret.
You didn't hear about anything before anything was announced.
But technically, since I'm on the marketplace, I'm allowed to know about it, so it's fine.
Nah, she's making it
I'm
up.
lying,
She
yeah.
heard about
No,
it just
I
there
actually,
over now.
Yeah, I didn't actually hear about it.
But no, so
no,
like
the cave update. The only thing that I heard about before this announcement was the dripstone caves. I like what they're doing with it. Like the lush caves actually look really cool, and I like how big the other stuff was.
the amethyst caves, everything's
I like the
looking cool.
axolotls, but okay, if someone knows what I'm talking about, I feel like we saw Minecraft tweet something about an axolotl a really long time ago, but I could be wrong. It could be.
Yeah, I felt like we've been.
Like, don't
we've
you
been-
remember seeing that on Minecraft News or something like a
I've seen it somewhere
very
at some
long time
point, yeah.
ago? But it was cute. I liked it.
So
The telescope seems stupid if you have Optifine.
it's so much worse than Optifine objectively in every way.
Like, 'cause it's a
you need an
circle.
item, and it's a circle, and
I'm
it's
not a fan of it. I will
yeah.
probably never make a telescope. The bundles are okay. Like,
Everyone's seeing my recommendations, and I don't know how to hide them. There's this
Everyone's seeing
weird masks are hot showing
Master
up.
Hot.
Like
When my old business failed. Why my old business failed.
You know what? I'll just
I like
just
how
turn
you're wearing
that
the
one
same
off.
shirt as you wore yesterday.
Wait,
Very
webcam
nice.
only. There we go. But yeah, overall, I think Glow Squid is better than Isology just because they can't mess it up as much. That's exciting. I think I want to round up some thoughts, and I'll definitely make a video soon. But are you a Piss Cow supporter? Thank you for watching, everyone. That has been Minecon Live 2020, and I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing this in the flesh. I think 2021 is going to get a lot of people riled up, though. The mob vote, the date it's actually happening. What's up? Oh, it's all good. But yeah, there's a lot of questions, but I wonder. I have bunny ears now. There's a lot of questions about this update, and I'm looking forward to seeing them answered with the snapshots. When are those snapshots? I don't know. It's 2020, so you can just say COVID and delay anything, which I think is interesting. I mean, like, can't release cave update because, Corona, right? But yeah, I'm excited to see this come out, and I also am very curious as to where the messaging goes from here. They got me excited about dungeons. That was impressive. Like Minecraft Earth, they're like, oh, did you know you can? And I was like zoned out. But Minecraft Dungeons, huh? Anyway, thank you for watching this live stream. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow if you want to come check out. Obviously, there's no Minecon live happening, but that's a thing. And if you want to see my kind of like breakdown of each of the things, because I know not everyone's watched this live stream right now, you can come watch that breakdown on the channel in like some number of minutes. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great evening. Morning? It's a morning for me, but I know it's not for most people. Go celebrate with steak, says Kit Kat. I genuinely might. A lot of people are excited in chat about Glow Squid. I'm happy for you all. Again, they can't mess it up as bad. Worst case scenario, it's a squid that glows and no one cares. I solid your worst case scenario, it's another phantom situation, So just remember, it can always be worse. If you ever stub your toe, just remember, at least we haven't gone into a nuclear holocaust yet. So with that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for I think Super Mario 64, actually, if you want to come hang out, as well as some Minecraft. So we're doing a lot more streaming. Come check out the streams at like this time, but 2 hours ago, every day over the next couple weeks or so, or until I die of over streaming. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later and tomorrow and other times. And I'm bad at saying goodbye, okay? So how about I